Prince Harry's announcement to release his memoir by next year during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee was a big blow for the royal family. Neil Sean, a media correspondent who was flagged by a close source, revealed that Prince Harry is going to enlighten some thorny reasons in his memoir to have a sit-down tête-à-tête with Oprah Winfrey about his family. It is said the disputed interview was supposed to be delayed as the height of bad taste but was aired to refrain from unprecedented leaks. Mr. Sean said, "Now according to that good source Prince Harry apparently wants to address the reasons on why he plowed ahead with that, but what I am told is this. Not only will address the reasons why he did the interview and also sat down and reviewed so much with Oprah Winfrey. This would be interesting in itself given the sort of mistakes that came through with that particular interview, but also reasons to plow ahead at such a difficult time. Let's not forget, of course, this particular time would have been upsetting for Prince Harry too. You know, after all, he is still a part of the family, but we can only assume that he knows the true story as to why the production company plowed ahead, and of course, he has to live with it ever since that was aired." A close source from Buckingham Palace disclosed that the production company of the interview decided to dispense the controversial video to avoid it from leaks, even though it was suggested to be delayed. The Duke of Sussex soon-to-be-released memoir is known to unveil explosive details and information about Prince William. Dr. Owens is a former university lecturer and is the author of The Family Firm, Monarchy, Mass Media and the British Public, 1932-53. He claimed, "There's got to be some sort of explosive details in there. He wants to sell a book. There might be a bit more information about his relationship with his brother." So far it's been left for royal commentators and journalists to narrate the family feud between William and Harry. They haven't said a great deal about it publicly, so I imagine we will get more information about the relationship with his brother, probably the relationship with his father, and possibly the relationship with other members of the royal family and the courts, because Harry and Meghan feel that they were unfairly treated while they were working members of the House of Windsor. So, we might get a fuller picture of how they felt and why they did what they did in terms of Megxit. Speaking about the memoir, Dr. Owens added, "Much like the Oprah interview, this is the first time that a royal is going to put in writing on record their interpretation of what happened." Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's royal racism accusations are a bombshell on a timer for them to detonate whenever they like, a royal expert has claimed. After leaving the royal family last year, Meghan and Harry sat down for an interview with U.S. chat show host Oprah, making a number of accusations against the firm. In perhaps the most explosive allegation, Meghan claimed that an unnamed senior member of the royals had made comments about the skin color of the couple's eldest child Archie. This accusation has recently resurfaced after a new book reportedly led Prince Charles to call his lawyers, when he was claimed to be the royal racist. The palace have described the book and claims within it as fiction. And, despite the book's claims, the Mail's diary editor Richard Eden claimed that it is up to the Sussexes when the identity of the person who made the comments about Archie's skin tone will be revealed. This was probably the worst of their allegations. It really was like a sort of bombshell on a timer, which they could sort of detonate whenever they like, he claimed, on the Palace Confidential podcast. They left it hanging. That was what was so cruel about the allegation. It's one of the worst things that you can say in this day and age, is accuse someone of being a racist. And just to put it out there and leave it hanging. They made it worse by narrowing down the suspects a bit. During the interview, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have confirmed that it was not Prince Philip or the Queen who had made the remark. But Richard suggested that the uncertainty faced by the royal family members that remain had also created anxiety. They made it clear that it was senior royals, so immediately the focus then moved to Prince William, Prince Charles, Camilla, and it sort of stayed there, he continued. Mail on Sunday's editor-at-large Charlotte Griffiths agreed, noting, "They haven't given us an answer, so we'll just speculate and speculate. In royal circles people speculate that it's even a minor royal and she's just blown it up to make us speculate for longer and longer. And then there's the idea that it could be a very senior royal like Prince Charles, who has said it's fiction. And this is the closest he's ever come to saying, this whole thing is nonsense." The recently released book by Christopher Anderson alleges that the Prince of Wales is the royal who made the comment that Harry and Meghan were referencing in the Oprah interview, although the author claims that the prince's remarks were taken out of context. A spokesperson for Charles denied the claims, saying, "This is fiction and not worth further comment."